So Moyne 1-5 coming into today's game. A lot to look forward to for their season going on as they try and continue this D1 transition. And a lot of it has to do with the work ethic that the Dolphins players have had to buy in and try and get used to. Not all of them coming from D1 programs, of course, a lot of them freshmen, so they may have been the best player in their high school. Now everyone's mixed together at the collegiate level.
It's all about learning how to play as a cohesive unit. We talked about how Syracuse was able to grow that team chemistry with the trips they've taken. Moyne was able to do something similar as well when they went down to Philadelphia for the Penn Invitational last week. Philadelphia, of course, the native place of head coach Sue Kim, so they were able to try some Philly cheesesteaks and get to know each other a bit as a team.
I haven't had one of those in a while. It sounds extremely good as we get a look at your games coming up here in the next few days. Next week, Louisville takes on Kentucky. That'll be a great matchup to go along with Texas and Baylor, both on ESPN. On ESPN2, it's Kentucky and ACC's new team, second-ranked Stanford on Saturday. And then Sunday, it'll be Nebraska and Louisville going up against one another. That should be a good one as well. And then Oklahoma and Kansas State. And next Wednesday, UCF takes on 10th-ranked Kansas on ESPNU.
Stanford along with Pitt, the other two last remaining undefeated teams in the ACC. Of course, none of them have played each other as conference play has not started yet, but SC would love to stay in that club when conference play begins.
Syracuse will head out to Northern California, just a couple of weeks to take on Stanford and Cal. At least it's both on the same weekend, not separate weekends where they're gonna have to travel thousands of miles back and forth across the country. So that is a positive for SU this year.
There are also worse places to have a road trip to, I'd imagine.
Beautiful state of California. All right, we're back in the women's building, and Syracuse earns that point. That goes off the hands of Moyne. The Orange closing in on taking the second set. They're already up by one.
SU now on a lengthy run and getting that play. Daria Harris-Waddy able to sneak it over the net and return the serving honor to Syracuse. It'll be Ava Palm trying to close this out.
And Palm looked up and said, oh, thank you. That thing barely went over the net.
Just how you draw it up, Nico. That's her second ace of this match. To go along with 2 kills.
Ava Palm coming into today with the 3rd most kills in the ACC. Just a couple so far here in this matchup, but another non-conference game that Syracuse is looking to mix in the rotations and get their chemistry going as they're all fired up on that point.
You love to see the energy here. This was looking like it might initially be a close match, especially in set 2, but Syracuse has been pulling away and they're clearly focused on not letting up.
Bit of indecisiveness there from the freshman Piper Hui. Might have saved Palm on that serve. As you get a look, Palm goes across. And Hui just didn't handle that exactly right, Charlie.
Hui coming into this match had played in just 4 of Moyne's matches thus far, 3 kills and 5 points in total. So one of the lesser experienced Dolphins, even by the standards of a club that's almost exclusively comprised of freshmen and sophomores, not able to execute on that one.
Moyne breaks a Syracuse 5-0 streak. And it is Hui for revenge on the service. Great dig by Brooke Menke as she squatted towards the ground. But unfortunately for Salas, that got sent too far and Syracuse earns the point.
Little too strong on that one. You can see what she was going for, trying to go to that back corner. Of course, the most difficult place to dig for a ball, but little too much on it. And now SU with just 3 more points to go to close out this second set.
Hamlin on the other side. Stuffed by Nicole Nakova.
6'4" and using every inch. That's another block, the second of the match for her. Look at how high up she gets. And actually, that was not Nicole Mikova, that was Sydney Waller. We'll give credit where it's due. Waller living up to her name, preventing the ball from going into SU territory.
Hamlin barely floats that one over, and it leads to a Dolphins point. Sydney Waller, someone we haven't mentioned too much, had some injuries last year. We didn't see her play in too many of these games. She's actually the granddaughter of 10-year NFL veteran Dave Washington Jr., who was a 1976 Pro Bowler, spent his time in the NFL with the Broncos, the Niners, Lions, Saints. So some interesting company there for Sydney Waller, the sophomore from Franklin, Tennessee.
Her father, Sean, a football player at Eastern Kentucky as well. So from both sides of the family, athletics running in her genes. And originally from Franklin, Tennessee, Waller is. Missed last season with injury, but she is raring to go here in 2024.
The Orange a chance to keep it alive and try and win the second set. Not this time, though. Ashley Knott couldn't contain it, went behind her. Syracuse will have a chance to try it again. Even if Syracuse isn't winning these points, it's been the effort from the players to try and run and get these scrappy balls on both sides, and even for Moyne, too.
Never giving up on a dig. That's the mindset that they came into this game embodying.
George couldn't get that one over.
So Moyne on a bit of a run here. Every point from here on out is set point unless they're able to even it up at 24. They've got a lot of ground to cover before they get to that mountaintop, but they'll be taking it 1 point at a time with Skylar Jalen serving the rest of the way for them.
And Syracuse wins set 2. Who else would it be than Annie Nikolnikova? The Orange up 2-0 in this game against Moyne, looking to start the year 10-0, and we'll see if they can do it on the other side.